Hello and welcome back to my channel. I'm Christina McIntosh, founder of McKiztosh Dance, and today I've got 5 tips for you to master your Kizomba posture. So why is posture so important for us followers? It's because if we don't have our posture correct, we're going to be a heavy follower. By heavy, I mean it's going to take a lot of effort for your partner, for your lead partner to move you around the dance floor, and we don't want that. So listen up to my 5 tips and make sure you practice them and incorporate them more into your dance. Tip number 1 is to keep your back straight, and then you want to place your hands in a position that's comfortable for you. Yeah? So you want to place your hands in a place where you're not having to hunch forward or go back too much either. Yeah? So keeping your back straight and place your hands in a place where it's comfortable. So what does that look like when we're dancing with our partner? So I've got my helper here, Charles, to show you. So, tip number 1, keeping our back straight and placing our arms where it's comfortable. Yes? So we are here, my back is straight, I place my arms where it's comfortable. I don't want to overlean and then I'm struggling and overleaning, put my arm here and hunching forward. We don't want that. And also we don't want to be like trying to bend our knees forward or back here. Yeah, so back straight, arms where they're comfortable. Yeah? Tip number 2 is to keep your own balance. It's very important that we keep our own balance. It's your number 1 priority. So, in order to keep your balance, you need to be transferring your weight fully, like you're doing Kizomba, so stepping and transferring your weight. And on the more advanced moves and tricks, when we are standing on, say, on one leg, we want to be tightening our core and able to stand on one leg. Tip number 2, so keeping your balance, yes? So when we're walking, so say for travel step or basic 3, we want to transfer our weight, keeping our own balance, stepping left to right here, yes? Very important. Maintaining your own balance is really important when we start doing tricks. I'll show you. So for example here, you want to make sure you've transferred your weight, and in order to be standing on one leg, you have to tighten your core here. That's keeping your balance. If you carry on in the move, again, I tighten my core to keep the move. Yeah? Cool. So that was tip number 2, maintaining your own balance. Tip number 3, we don't want to keep bending our knees. We don't want to overbend our knees here. Yeah? You're going to be walking, so there is going to be a slight bend in your knees, but you don't want to be walking kind of with a bent knees. It makes the dance look less elegant, and Kizomba is all about elegance. So you want to be stepping and sort of stretching your legs rather than having your knees bent. So we don't want to be dancing with our partner with the knees. If you do treble step, we don't want this. It looks quite ugly. Yes, if I'm overbending my knee and I become quite heavy for my leader to lead me. Kizomba, we want to keep it elegant. We want to be like stretching our legs as we walk and dance. There, yes? So you don't want to overbend your knees. Tip number 4 is to keep your shoulders parallel to your lead. This is really important in the turning steps of Kizomba. So, for example, a female Saida, if your lead disassociates and turns his chest, you want to be keeping your chest parallel to him or the lead, and finish your Saida. And also very important, our bigger step when we're turning is that we turn our chest to match the lead as we go around. So tip number 4 was keeping our shoulders parallel to our lead. So I'll show you what I mean in Female Saida. Yeah, and again, just that turn, we're going to stop at that turn. So here, for example, I have to move my shoulders because the lead has moved his shoulders, his turn. I need to turn with him, so keep my shoulders parallel to him. I don't want to be still here at this point, yeah? I'm going to turn and then finish our Saida as normal, yes? Also, Keeping our shoulders parallel is really important in our vagular turn. Yeah, so I'll show you. Yeah, so there we are turning our shoulders when we're doing the vagular, keeping our shoulders parallel with our lead. And tip number 5 is to always be walking from your center point. So your center, like your point of gravity. So like say your belly button area, your center point. So imagine someone is pulling you from your belly button. You want to walk in like a straight line with your whole body parallel, yeah, to the ground. Tip number 5 is walking from our center point. Yeah, so walking as if someone is pulling you rather than shoulders forward or knees forward. Again, you've seen it in the travel step. I'll show you again. Yeah, so walking as if someone's pulling you there from your center point. Yes? So, to summarize, 5 tips to master your Kizomba posture. Tip number 1, keep your back straight and place your arms in a comfortable position. Tip number 2 is keeping your balance, so make sure you keep your balance when you're walking. Tip number 3 is not to overbend your knees. Yes, tip number 4 is to keep your shoulders parallel to the lead. And tip number 5 is to walk from your center point. Yes? And if you try and practice those tips, you will master your Kizomba posture and become a much more light follower. Yes? Thank you for watching. Don't forget to hit the like button if you enjoyed the video. Subscribe if you haven't already and hit the notification bell. I'm on other social media sites, so you'll find that in the description box. On Facebook, McKiztosh Dance. On Instagram, at McKiztosh.dance. And you can also contact me if you want a private online class to master your Kizomba. Thank you for watching.